your instincts, and I will guide you through this entire mess. Remember, 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 do you remember the 25th of September? Don't forget that all things must pass. And this too, and this too, and this too, and this too shall pass. What are you doing, 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 what are you doing?
I decided to listen to Theodosius and go home with my big black cloud following me all the way. It followed me through the city streets, followed me home to my apartment. It followed me into work every single solitary day. It even followed me into my Second City Training Center class where I was doing so well I got an audition with the Second City National Touring Company. But that big black cloud just kept getting bigger and bigger and darker and darker. It even invaded my dreams, where it would manifest as nightmares. I would be crossing the Brooklyn Bridge on the outer girders, and the entire bridge was covered with condensation, and it was very, very slippery. What am I doing up there? Oh my God. I would take a step and slip, almost go falling backwards, but I'd reach out and grab a cable and pull myself back up. Then I would take another step, and I would slip again, reach for the cable, but I would miss it and go falling backwards towards the water, screaming the whole way, "Oh God! Help me God! Help me God, please! Help me!" And I'd come slamming back into my body, and I'd wake up in my bed covered in sweat. One of the most disgusting things in that big black cloud kept coming up in the conversations that I was having with the people that were closest to me. Hello? Hello, Ricardo, what are you doing? Oh, hey, Mom. I'm just getting ready to go see the lawyer. And to tell you the truth, Mom, I'm kind of freaking out about this whole prison thing. I mean, you know what they say about guys that go to prison, right, Mom? But what are you talking about the priest, Ricardo? Well, Mom, shoot. Can you hold on real quick? I got another call. Thanks. Hello?
Hello, Ricardo. This is your father. Ricardo, I wanted to talk to you because I think we should seriously consider moving to Argentina because you're a political prisoner, Rick.
Well, Dad, that may very well be true, Poppy. See, I just started taking this acting class, and I think I found my niche, Dad. But Ricardo, you know they have a very good acting in Argentina. They have a very good TV shows, and they have a fantastic cinema. I think you would be a very good actor in Argentina. Well, Dad, it's nothing against Argentina, Pop. It's just I don't want to go anywhere. I'll be looking over my shoulder for the rest of my life. Can you hold on real quick? Thanks. Sorry about that, Mom. Well, what are you talking about the prison, Ricardo? Well, Mom, I'm just... All right, I'm going to tell you. I don't know what I'm going to do if I end up locked up and somebody tries to touch my butt. Well, I don't know why you are worried about this, Ricardo. I used to touch your butt all the time when you were a baby. Oh, Mom, that's not what I'm talking about. Can you hold on, please? Thanks. Sorry about that. But Ricardo, please slow down. This is part of your problem. Do you want me to tell you what is going to happen to you, Ricardo, if you stay here? Okay, Ricardo, you're going to go to court for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. I don't know how long you're going to go to court, Ricardo, but this is going to be extremely stressful. And then, Ricardo, you're going to go in front of the judge. And the judge is going to find you guilty. You know he's going to find you guilty, Ricardo? Why? That's because you are guilty, Ricardo. You're selling the cocaine! And then you're going to walk out of the courtroom. And I am going to be there too. But the only thing that I am going to be able to do for you then, Ricardo, is just to wait. Bye-bye, Ricardo! Take it easy. Write to me if you can. Be careful. And then they're going to put you in the jail, Ricardo, and you're going to sleep in the jail. And the next morning they're going to bring you the breakfast. But the food that they're going to give you, Ricardo, is going to be disgusting. It's not going to be the food that you're used to eating. And then, Ricardo, is going to come a time where this guy is going to come up to you and he's going to say, "Hey, buddy, how much time do you have?" and so on and so forth. And then Ricardo is going to try to fuck you in the ass. He's going to fuck you so hard. You're going to be screaming my name, but he will not be able to help you, Ricardo. Ted, please. You're already freaking out about that. Ted, you don't want to give me nightmares. Look, I'm going to go see my lawyer. When I get back, I'll make my decision, all right? I got to go. Bye. Sorry about that, Mom. How is my butt, Ricardo? Mom, cut it out. Do me a favor. Don't mention that part of my anatomy in any future conversations from now on, all right? But Ricardo, you don't have to yell at me. I just want to give you some advice, Ricardo. If you end up going to the jail and somebody tries to touch your butt, you know what you tell that person? You tell them that my butt belongs to my mama! Okay, but good idea. I will. I gotta get going. Goodbye, Mom.
Yeah, I was just on the horn with this Colombian guy by the name of Rodriguez, and apparently the guy got caught selling 10,000 kilos of cocaine down the Fulton Street Market area there. You see, what happened was, Rick, is 7 on your side had a little videotape surveillance camera on his storefront operation. You know, the Rodriguez grocery store. Anyhow, they got him on videotape unloading a semi-truck with a forklift. And as he's backing this forklift up, the pallet was so damn heavy that it literally tipped over and then bang! Bales of cocaine busted open all over on the pavement. Well, you want to know something, Rick? Rodriguez, he's got a better shot of getting out than you do. Pull your leg, partner. Shut the door, buddy. Sit down. Come on. Now, Rick, the situation that you've gotten yourself into is extremely serious. Due to the fact that it's a Class X felony, okay? Which is a brand new class of felony that has been implemented by Nancy and Ronald Reagan's war on drugs. The thing of a Class X felony is it carries a minimum mandatory sentencing structure, which means regardless of who you are or where you're from, if you're found guilty, you automatically got to go away and do a little bit of time, okay? Now, in the event that you end up going away and doing a little time, Rick, they're just going to send you to a little kitty camp, okay? A little minimum security facility packed with nonviolent criminals, just like yourself. But Rick, in the event that you think you might want to get a little adventurous, you know, put a rabbit's foot in your front pocket, skip town, go out on the lam, do what Steve McQueen did in The Great Escape, start ripping off motorcycles, go cruising across Europe. Well, Rick, they're going to send the U.S. Marshals after you. You know the guys with the Smokey the Bear hats? Okay. They're going to track you down, shackle you up, bring you back to Chicago, and put you in front of the judge. Then the judge is going to throw the book at you. Have you ever seen the size of a law book, Rick? If that thing hits you in the eye, you're going to lose. You're going to be a one-eyed man. He's going to give you 35 years behind the wall of a max joint. And the guys in there, Rick? Oh, wait. Do you follow me? Something to think about, partner. Now, Rick, I know that you told me that the guy that originally set you up to do this deal basically entrapped you into selling a quantity of cocaine that you'd never even seen before, let alone sold. Well, Rick, I want to tell you, I believe you. And I think that's shitty. Real shitty. However, the laws have changed and the tides have turned against drugs and drug dealers. Okay? As far as entrapment is concerned, Rick, it doesn't exist anymore. It's like this stuff up here. Can you see it, Rick? You don't see it, right, Rick? Same thing with entrapment. Now, my strategy for your case, Rick, is going to be to stretch this thing out as long as humanly possible. You know, 1 year, 2 years, 3, 4, 5 years down the line, in hopes that the laws will change and the tide will turn back and become in favor of drugs and drug dealers and be retroactive to your Worth a shot, partner. I want to tell you, Rick, if you need to get a hold of me, I'm always here by the phone. If your mom and dad want to call me, they can call me too. And incidentally, Rick, if you got any buddies from your neck of the woods that find themselves in a similar circumstance that you're in right now, I'll give you my card and you can give it to them and I'll give them the going rate. Okay? Now, Rick, I do got to let you go, though, because I got a long line of clients I got to see today. But I want to thank you for coming down. And for God's sakes, Rick, stay the hell away from that cocaine and all the riffraff that go along with it, will you, buddy? One other thing, Rick. Do you have that $5,000 retainer fee that we discussed? You do? Good man. My lawyer did stretch out the case. 1 month became 2, 2 months became 6, 6 months became a year became a year and a half. And I even got used to that big black cloud hovering over my head. I still didn't want to tell too many people about my situation, though, because I was afraid that they were going to brand me and quit treating me the way they always had. However, the few friends that I did tell my situation weren't exactly comforting.
like my buddy Howie. Hello? Hey, Ricardo, it's me, Howard. I was over at Johnny's house like a year and a half ago, and he told me you got busted with all that blow. I called you as quick as I could. You must be totally bumming out, huh, dude? I mean, you must be having nightmares of all these big, black, burly dudes just clawing at your body all night and day. I might have to send you a cork. You get it? Click. That big black cloud was now a squall, and the storm was ready to break.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Joseph Urso calls the case of N92337, the State of Illinois versus Ricardo Borelli for the delivery of a controlled substance. Mr. Borelli, will you please approach the bench? Mr. Borelli, for the past 2 years I've heard all the facts in your case, and today I'm ready to give the court my decision. However, before I do, I would like to make a few statements. I'm sure, as you're well aware, the crime that you're accused of committing is a Class X felony, which carries a minimum mandatory sentencing structure, which means that I cannot take the content of your character into consideration when rendering my decision. I have received a variety of different letters from various members of our community regarding your character. I have letters from doctors, lawyers, and judges, but I'm not going to go into all of those today. I will tell you about one letter in specific which I think you'll find quite interesting. It's from a Joyce Sloan, the executive producer of the Second City Theater, who states that she is ready to hire you for the Second City National Touring Company, and more importantly, she's willing to be your surrogate mother and have you live with her if you are given probation. However, I have already discussed that. I also have in front of me a magazine article from the January 1974 edition of Better Homes and Gardens, where you and your family are featured making fresh homemade pasta. An article titled Families Who Like to Cook. It's truly quite a shame, but I have no other alternative but to find you guilty for the delivery of a controlled substance and to sentence you to 6 years in the Illinois Department of Corrections, where you'll have to spend 2 years, 6 months' time. I'm truly sorry.
Say what? You don't be walking around here like Otis from the Andy Griffith Show. Right? I know you come up with that shit, man, but you want funny motherfucker, man. You ought to be locked up a whole week, huh? Well, you see how fast time is flying? That means you only got 2 years, 5 months, and 3 weeks left. And that ain't shit, brother. You can do that time standing on your motherfucking head. But tomorrow, they send you to the joint. Johnny Yet, to the Receiving and Classification Center to find out which institution they're gonna send you to. But I tell you right now, brother, you ain't got shit to worry about, man. Because my name is Victor Cruz, you know what I'm saying? And I call the shits out for Latin Kings. And you my new homie from Wyoming.